So I'm the man that's known for champagne wishes and caviar dreams, and not as many people know about caviar as I do. There is beluga, there is sevruga, and there is osetra. And funnily enough, beluga is the most expensive, and sevruga is the next expensive, and osetra is the least expensive of the three. And that's my favorite.
There's 27 species total of sturgeon around the world, but all native to a different geographic location in the northern hemisphere. And we have them here at our store so people can see where caviar comes from.
Which is great. That's really interesting.
This quality caviar is really best just eaten on a spoon.
Right out of the jar. I have never seen a bottle shaped like that. What is that?
This is called Crypta. It's possibly the best cava, which is sparkling wine from Spain. And in this bottle, they're only using grapes that are from vines that are over 70 years of age. And then the reason for the round shape of the bottle is so that it can withstand the pressure, because it has a minimum secondary fermentation of 6 years in the bottle.
That is the best sound in the world.
This is coming from Calvisius, which is the largest farm in the world outside of Russia. They're producing about 22 tons of caviar a year. This is using the Siberian sturgeon. By learning about the producers, you can have expectations as to what the caviar will taste like. And it's hard for me to always to pick. I never say I have a favorite caviar, because for me, the fun is seeing the diversity.
This is the perfect drink to go with this. Now, of course, some people will tell you you have to drink vodka with this, but I much prefer champagne.
This one, they're taking the two species native to China, the Kaluga, which as I mentioned was close to beluga, and crossing it with one called Aspensar shranki.
And the art is not to eat it quickly. The art is to enjoy it. So we'll see if Israel or North Carolina, which one wins. I think the Israeli one just ever so slightly.
Not as salty. The one from the US is going to be saltier. But it's fun to see an American osetra.
I think it's wonderful. The fact that we're homegrown caviar means we'd never run out. And there's no more Idaho caviar left in here. They used to serve this by the large can, up in first class on the transatlantic air routes. And there was nothing better to have than caviar and champagne at 35,000 feet on your way to London, and then have a good night's sleep. This is breakfast tomorrow morning. If you had told me 10 years ago that caviar came from Idaho and North Carolina, I would never have believed it. I think it's really interesting what you're doing is finding gourmet foods in America that we would never think of. I think that is really interesting. Champagne wishes, caviar dreams. And now you understand why we said that.